Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GGD Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, look in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man. Well, it seems like there's an issue. Y'all press 1. If y'all can come in the chat room, press 1. If you guys can hear me in the chat room, salute to everybody tapped on in. Love, honor, and respect. Salute to everybody supporting the channel. If you guys want to, y'all can hit the Cash App, PayPal link pinned at the top. Support during the channel. I'm going to show y'all during the stream. I'm going to show y'all what's going on. Shout out to Deborah Gelino in the Cash App with a donation. She told me how to pronounce her name right. I'm sorry. I apologize to you for that. My bad. And I appreciate everybody that's tapped on there. Y'all already know what's up, man. So, we're going to get right into what's going on. I told you guys before I left, something's going on with a juror. And they made the announcement today that, they have inquired about juror number 6. Now, apparently, they want this juror, meaning the prosecution, wants this juror removed from this trial. Diddy's defense team doesn't. They want the juror. We want that juror to stay. They're harshly against that juror being removed from court. Now, apparently in court, Diddy's still nodding his head, but not at the jury, but he's still nodding his head at certain times, during testimony and things like that, but not at the jury from what we've heard today. But for some reason, prosecution wants juror number 6 gone. Now, we're going to see what their write-up is about this juror. The judge and them said they're supposed to come back to that. Now, remember, there's already alternate jurors that's already been listening to the whole case that's out there in the actual courtroom, mixed in, that are ready to cop on this case at any time. So if anybody needs to be replaced, there are alternate jurors who have been there every single day who are already ready to take a place in case there's something went wrong with one of these jurors that's on, that's on duty right now. So that juror, man, that juror probably, bro, I'm telling you right now, man, if that juror, hopefully that juror didn't do anything wrong, because that juror did something wrong, that juror might end up in prison. And so hopefully that juror did not do anything wrong. Hopefully that juror was not compromised in any way, shape, or form, because for the government to be asking for that juror to be removed from this case, in this trial, speaks volumes. The juror must have been doing something very unprofessional for them to come up with that and to say that, because again, you had people that have been talking about this stuff for days in the media, YouTube media coming outside, but the prosecution never spoke about it. They never said nothing about that. So now you're at a point where it's actually being spoken on. So now this whole situation had went bananas, because now we're in a way where they're speaking on that juror, and I'm talking about the prosecution, so it's real right now, right? And so, man, bro, unbelievable stuff going on right now in the courtroom. Now, For you guys who don't know what happened, I want to fill you guys in on what's going on up until right now in the courtroom, right? And these women is out their damn mind, bro. The woman is out their damn mind, man. I'm talking about Cassie and this woman just out of their mind. You know. And so I thought that the Diddy's legal team did a lot of dirty tactics today. You know what I'm saying? But I told you guys earlier, it was also revealed, and I told y'all why Diddy was still paying this girl legal fees and paying for her apartment or her house, excuse me. This girl was previously meeting with the defense lawyers. And then the feds went in and told this girl, listen, if you don't come in here and tell the truth, I don't give a damn who your lawyers is. If you don't come in here and tell the truth, we're going to prosecute you with Diddy. And you're going to be facing time with Diddy under that RICO and under those other charges, right? Solicitation of prostitution and the RICO. Well, she decided, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not finna sit over here and, cap with Diddy. So she went and testified for the government. Diddy's lawyers didn't know what was going to happen with her all the way up until the end because they just didn't know how that was going to pan out. You know what I'm saying? As far as was she going to go through with it or not. Y'all already seen one of the victims said, nah, I'm not going to go through. What you mean? You're not going to go through. But now we're seeing how this whole thing is panning out. So basically, today in court so far, Jane Doe admitted that she ceased her communication with Diddy's legal team, right, back in April. And that was before the trial started. And she felt no pressure from them. She also confirmed that her attorney, whose fees are paid by Diddy, is representing her effectively despite the payment arrangement. Now it says that, meaning that her attorney is representing her even though he's being paid by Diddy. Her attorney is representing her correctly. Now, she testified that she has not seen or spoken to Diddy since before his arrest last year. That's why I told y'all Diddy had to keep paying in hopes that him paying would show her good faith that, hey, don't testify against me, paying for your stuff. Don't testify against me. So it's like Diddy had to do that just to keep her on. So basically, Diddy's lawyer asked her if she regretted many of the choices she made during her relationship with Diddy. She said, I resent Diddy for leading me to the lifestyle he led me to. She said in open court she resents Diddy for that. Also, Diddy's lawyer pushed back, suggesting that she had chosen that lifestyle and not Diddy. She said, my choices were made under a lot of emotional pressure, she told the courtroom. Now, she also told the jury that she was hooked from the beginning, but didn't understand the terms and conditions of what the relationship with Diddy would be like. Also, she testified that she resented the way that Diddy went about introducing her to the lifestyle that was built under a lot of emotional manipulation and pressure. But she also admitted that she still loved Diddy. Even though she testifying against this nigga, she still love him. Even though it's obvious Diddy don't love this girl, she still love Diddy. These girls are bad shit crazy. That's crazy. But she don't want to go to prison. So she got to tell the truth. That's how y'all know this nigga going to prison. These girls say, man, I love you, bro, but I ain't going to prison for you, dog. I'm an everyday common person, man. I know I might have did some freaky shit with you. I didn't know it was going to be in crimes like this. I ain't going to prison with you. So then the attorney for Diddy basically, went through a routine with her that followed a quote-unquote what they call hotel night, the term she used for the drug-fueled sexual encounters that involve male sex workers. So Jane says she was naturally nurtured and loved, caring for Diddy afterwards. So she said she was naturally nurturing and she loved caring for Diddy after this. right? Unbelievable stuff, man. And she said, yeah, Diddy was her baby. Then she described how she gave Diddy foot massages, how she fed Diddy, she bathed Diddy, and she put on Diddy's favorite show, which she said was Dateline, until Diddy fell asleep. She also said that she endured the hotel nights just so she could have those moments with Diddy afterwards. This nigga's toast. She then testified that she didn't want Diddy to feel judged during those hotel nights because she felt because it was a vulnerable moment. She said, I felt that my partner was trusting me in a very vulnerable moment, meaning that because Diddy likes seeing other dudes with big, super gigantic beefcakes, put them in his girls while he squeezes off and does all these other things. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all see what's going on, man. Y'all see what's going on, man. You know what I mean? And so that's the situation. But she said, I felt my partner was trusting me in a very vulnerable moment. And well, so he made me believe that this was something really special. This was something only he and I did. And I really took that on very strongly, she said. Also, she believed that while they were together, she was the only woman that Diddy was having these hotel nights with. Now, she testified that she would check Diddy's phone to make sure of that. She also said that she felt loved by Diddy because we experienced these things together and because they were really special to Diddy. Now, she also added, right, that as time went on, it was very conflicting for her internally because she's like, I'm breaking all of my own boundaries just to make Diddy feel extremely loved. Now, when asked directly if she still loves Sean Diddy Combs, she says she still loves this chump ass nigga right now. She said, I still love Diddy, but she ain't gonna lie for that nigga. Now, under cross-examination, she said that she confirmed that she wanted to be close to Diddy emotionally and physically. She said she enjoyed taking care of Diddy after the hotel nights, right? Saying that Dateline was one of Diddy's favorite shows. She said, I still love Diddy, right? She felt, again, like she was being trusting of Diddy at a vulnerable moment. Now, she said that he made her believe it was something special just between them and that she didn't want to judge him because of that. But Diddy's a lying ass nigga, as we all know. Now, she also testified that Diddy's expressions of love and affection were the sole reasons why she participated in these hotel nights. Now, her term for evenings when Diddy observed her with sex workers, she told the court that she felt trusted by Diddy during those vulnerable moments, stating that I was breaking all of my own boundaries to ensure that Diddy felt loved despite the personal difficulty. She expressed her desire to satisfy Diddy. Now, Diddy's lawyer said that she took the ex voluntarily during a hotel night to feel uninhibited and to fulfill Diddy's fantasies for hours. And she said, my choice to take the ecstasy, I would say that Diddy would offer me the X and expect me to take it. She confirmed sexual encounters with or without sex workers often involve role playing with this nigga Diddy. Now, she also said, y'all, that during those hotel nights, Diddy directed her to enact a cheating fantasy with a sex worker. Basically, I told y'all Cassie was getting her ass whooped for cheating on Diddy, even though Diddy was cheating on her, right? Right? Shout out to Melvin in the Cash App with the donation coming through with a $50 donation. Salute to you, brother. I appreciate it. Right? So she said, basically, she said that Diddy wanted her to act with another sex worker as if they were cheating on him when he was out of town. While he sat up there and basically choked this chicken with baby oil. Now, and basically she said that, Diddy would say, hey, basically I left town and you're home alone with, what I'm saying, the sex worker and whoever, whatever. And I'm sneaking in and this sex worker, and it's just me and this sex worker. Fantasy talking about Diddy's on a plane and I couldn't wait to get this sex worker all alone. And she basically said that Diddy was aroused by giving her directions about this sex worker during these hotel nights. So Diddy was basically coaching her on how to act as if she was cheating on this nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So Diddy was coaching her ass, right? So now, she also said, basically, you guys, that that Diddy sent her money throughout their relationship. Then Diddy's lawyer asked if he had wired her over $150,000 in a 3.5-year span, total. And she said, I never really counted, but I would assume, yeah, that would be close. She noted that in 2020, before she met Diddy, that she earned income from Instagram influencing and received $4,700 in monthly child support during their relationship with Diddy. Now, she said she couldn't focus on influencing, and she felt like she only achieved 10% of her earning potential because she dealing with this nigga Diddy and these freak offs. Now, she stated in 2020, before she met Diddy, that she earned an income from Instagram influencing, including receiving $4,700 per month in child support. Now, during her relationship with Diddy, she said she couldn't focus on doing the influencing, and she felt, again, like she only achieved 10% of her earning potential because she focused on this nigga. Now, y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in. Share the video, like the videos, y'all come on in. Now, also, Diddy's lawyer asked her to talk about the things that she loved about Diddy, right? So they want her to build Diddy up. She says that Diddy beamed a very bright light when she met him and that she was fascinated by Diddy. She also testified that Diddy, who said he is she said is very motivating and encouraging, helped her be less shy and more confident. She says Diddy would lift me up. Now, she also confirmed that Diddy supported her dress and swimwear fashion lines as he invested $20,000 in her dress line, she said. Now, Diddy basically did that, you know what I'm saying? She said. Now, she also, she's not lying about Diddy. She went up there and told the truth. She's not lying. And really, she wasn't even getting a lot of money, bro. Bro, $150,000 in 3 years and a half, that's probably like what? $35,000, $40,000 a year Diddy gave this woman? Bro, come on, man. Diddy was spending that on Young Miami. Bro, 150? We seen him spend that on chicks in the store like it ain't nothing. So, bro, you do the math. You know what I'm saying? She'd have probably got more than that off OnlyFans. Way more, instantly. A month. But anyways, she also testified that Diddy introduced her to gospel music, like I told y'all, and basically engaged in insightful conversations about his spirituality. Now, she said that these discussions provided a really good perspective on a lot of things. She said that Diddy had a favorite pastor, and he would put the sermons on TV, and they would watch them together. And he would send her sermons, and she would watch it on her own. This nigga Diddy is going to hell, bro. That nigga is going to hell, bro. This nigga playing with God. This nigga is a demon. So she testified about affectionate moments in her relationship with Diddy. noting that she enjoyed giving Diddy these foot rubs. She also told Diddy's lawyers that her and Diddy missed each other often, or missed each other during their breakups. That Diddy was, observed nodding along when she was saying this stuff in certain parts of her cross-examination, as she described these tender aspects, right? And so the cross-examination, they're trying to build Diddy up to make him seem like he's this nice person. This man, that nigga's a piece of trash. But anyways, they also asked her if she saw her father's child while visiting Diddy. Now, I told y'all she got upset as hell. And she says, what does that have to do with this whole thing? When asked if she had chosen to fly to Miami, she said she did. Now, she also testified that upon moving into her new home in April 2023, she believed that if they got a home that was to Diddy's taste level, then they would just start at least doing the sex nights or the hotel nights at the home, right? Instead of going to hotels. Now, she affirmed that she and Diddy ensured that the hotel nights remained confidential, stressing it was critical that neither the public nor Diddy's employees knew about the sex workers. Now, she says that, or actually Diddy's lawyers asked her if her and Diddy had conducted a hotel nights at the previous apartment, to which she said they did. Now, she basically testified that Diddy wired her around $150,000 probably during their relationship. When she was asked if she gravitated towards providing men who provide, like a provider, she says that she ideally seeks a partner who is both a companion and a provider. Now, it goes on. It says that, she said basically that she described Diddy as confident and strong and very sure of himself, with a big personality and a larger-than-life demeanor. Qualities that she said she thought was highly attractive about Diddy. Now, she testified that his motivating and encouraging nature helped her overcome shyness when they met. Now, she also admitted that she has struggled with self-esteem both previously and currently. Now, it also goes on, and she basically is asked by Diddy's lawyers, or she's presented text and audio messages from March of 2023 between her and Diddy, sent after Turks and Caicos trip, where she said Diddy unexpectedly introduced her to a sex worker in a hotel night, sparking an argument that strained their relationship for days. Now, the jury reviewed the affectionate text and voice notes where both of these people expressed enjoyment of the trip. Now, in Diddy's voice note, he declared his love for her and referenced her contract, which she clarified was a quote-unquote love contract that had recently been agreed upon, resulting in Diddy renting a $10,000 per month home for her, right? So the love messages after basically the Turks and Caicos, a jury heard her cheerful recorded response to Diddy to that love contract, right? Stating that she had a great time on Turks and Caicos trip and loved him and felt closer to him, saying, everything just feels good and I'm so happy. She testified that she genuinely enjoyed her time with Diddy and that she was expressing love for their moments together, excluding the sex worker interactions, right? So what Diddy was, she was basically trying to say Diddy was doing was that she got upset about the sex workers because she wanted to just do it with Diddy. But Diddy hit her with with this love contract to where he was gonna start paying for her home. So now she happy. She like, oh, you paying for my home? Oh, okay, baby. See what I'm saying? Crazy work. So I told you, sell your soul. You put money and materialistic things over your morals, ethics, and decency as a human being. Smash the like button, share and subscribe as y'all come on in here. Right? So it also goes on to say, you know, that she also goes on to say, excuse me, in response to Diddy stating that she had a great time on a Turks and Caicos trip that she loved him and she felt closer to him, saying everything feels just good. I'm so happy. She testified that, I told you guys this, she genuinely enjoyed her time with Diddy and was expressing her love for him, excluding those moments with those sex workers. Now, right? She testified also that in April 2023, that Diddy paid $40,000 up front, right, for her rented home, right, covering the security deposit, the first month's rent, the last month's rent, and Diddy's lawyer noted that the landlord held several months of rent payments as a buffer if Diddy stopped paying, right? Now it also goes on. And basically Diddy's lawyers is saying that, they suggested that Diddy, right, was willing to pay 3 additional months of her rent during their breakup discussions. When asked if she believed that Diddy would stop paying, she said there were times that I definitely felt like he would do that. And he used it kind of as a little tool. The rent was always just like a little reminder to me, is basically what she was saying. Now, she also went on to testify that before meeting Diddy, she had earned around $50,000 as an influencer and received $4,700 a month in child support and paid her own rent. Now, she told defense attorney for Diddy that she finds successful men attracting, stating that my ideal partner is a partner and a provider. Now, she also said that her April 2023 home lease was chosen to secure a larger space matching Diddy's taste level and to ensure the privacy for the hotel nights that they had at home. And she also noted that privacy became a growing concern during the relationship with Diddy. Now, she also described arguing with Diddy, right, over his issue or his use of rent payments as a tool to control her, recalling him asking, "You need 3 months' rent?" She said she confronted Diddy, and he later sent her an unsolicited $20,000, which she used to buy nice furniture. Now, she sent a grateful text to Diddy, calling him baby, as the court heard that message she sent to Diddy when he sent her that money and she went and got that furniture. Now, the court heard that voicemail from Diddy calling her a crack pipe due to the fun they had on a Turks and Caicos trip. Now, when asked to explain that, she said that Diddy had an addiction to my text. In her reply, she said, crack pipe is so real for both of us. It's definitely mutual. I just like everything you said. I'm so thankful. I had so much fun. Turks was absolutely incredible. I'm so happy. They's over here calling each other crack pipes, man. This is crazy work, bro. So she testified, or Diddy called her a crack pipe. So she testified that while getting to know Diddy in Miami, he bought her shoes from Bodega Veneta. Bodega Veneta bag and a bracelet. During the trip, Diddy disclosed, you know what I'm saying, his, poly dating lifestyle, put it like that. And she initially accepted it, right, as they were early in the relationship. But she struggled with it as, the feelings got deep, right? Now, she also stated that her feelings for Diddy grew as she found his poly lifestyle challenging, stating that I was feeling my man and wanted him to be mine. She also felt like Diddy treated her differently compared to his other girlfriends, perceiving an imbalance in his attention and affection. That's because Diddy never cared about you, man. That's why. And if you knew that, you would know it, right? Now it goes on. Now she testified that about 6 months to a year after she had been begin dating Diddy, that his public relationship with Young Miami, y'all smash the like button because it got real. She talked about Young Miami today, y'all. Smash the like button as y'all come on in here. Let's get the likes up, y'all. She talked about Young Miami today, y'all. Let's get the likes up. Share the video, like the video. So she also stated that about 6 months to a year after she started dating Diddy, that his public relationship with Young Miami, aka Carisha, became very challenging for her. Now, Diddy and Young Miami's relationship appeared to be monogamous on social media, while her relationship with Diddy remained private. So she felt like shit, bro. Now, she expressed her frustration about Diddy's public relationship with Young Miami, saying that it was definitely not something that she signed up for. She said, I didn't sign up to date a man that was in a public relationship. Now, she also stated that during their first Turks and Caicos trip, that she suggested that Diddy attend uh, a rehabilitation center in Thailand after observing how the drugs had impacted Diddy. Now, on the flight, she noticed that Diddy's hands were shaking, his eyes were colored off, his teeth and overall appearance, stating, I could tell he wasn't taking very good care of himself. So she said Diddy was in a bad way. You understand what I'm saying? As, she suggested he go to a rehabilitation center, you know what I'm saying, in Thailand, right? And so she said Diddy was looking bad. Now, Diddy's lawyer suggested that she recognized Diddy's drug addiction early on. Now, she responded, in the beginning, I didn't really know how to label it. I encountered somebody that was overdoing the partying. She later noted that as our relationship continued, I noticed a very strong pattern, and I still didn't really even label it as a drug addict. I think now I would say that, but then I would just say that he was a really big party guy. I can understand that, right? And so it goes on, y'all. Now, she says that towards the end of their relationship, she learned that Diddy was using antidepressants. She confirmed her desire to help him stop using those drugs and return to his natural form, right? Noting that Diddy had expressed interest in ketamine therapy, right? Now, um, right? Also, let me see. Diddy's lawyer questioned her about the consent, right? So Diddy's lawyer asked her to show she willingly joined Diddy's hotel nights, accepted his poly type of relationship atmosphere, and benefited from his financial support, aiming to frame their relationship as consensual and counter trafficking claims while highlighting Diddy's positive traits. That's what she's trying to do, right? So Diddy's lawyer was trying to do that, right? Now, she also noted, Diddy's lawyer, that the Jane Doe told prosecutors she enjoyed just about every minute with Diddy during the hotel nights. And she said during the hotel nights, the portion of me and him, yes, I love that part, enjoying 30 minutes to an hour of alone time before and after the entertainer, the sex worker. Now, she testified that she cherished making love with Diddy during those hotel nights, where he gave her desired attention. He's the most affectionate during these nights, she said, adding, he was usually less affectionate. Now, I want y'all to think about something. That's some nasty stuff. If the sex worker is busting on her, she's going and jumping on top of Diddy without cleaning it up. Then Diddy's busting on her, rubbing it together, licking it up, and then kissing her. Bro, that's some nasty people, man. That's some nasty. Bro, that's disgusting, bro. That is absolutely disgusting. And so basically, she had mixed feelings on those hotel nights. Now, y'all smash the like button. We should have damn near 2,000 likes in the building. And salute to everybody that's tapped in. If y'all want to donate, y'all can. The link's pinned at the top. Cash App, PayPal. Y'all definitely let me know what y'all thinking about this situation. I appreciate everybody that's in the building. Much love, honor, and respect to all of y'all, right? Appreciate all of y'all, right? So let's get back to it, right? Let's get back to it, right? So basically, Diddy's lawyer asked her if Diddy desires and her love for Diddy, right, drove her during those hotel nights. Now, she said yes, her love for Diddy drove her. She testified repeatedly that she told Diddy that she felt uncomfortable with the hotel nights as time progressed on. Now, she also testified that she was fine with hotel nights being recorded, as Diddy assured her that the videos were privately for them. Now, Diddy's lawyer asked if she put on a show for Diddy, knowing that he would rewatch it, and she said yes, she did. Now, the defense attorney, so it's like Diddy made his own porno right there and just made her do all of it with all these different workers while he pleasured himself. Like he's watching a real live, you know what I'm saying, corn show right there. Real live corn show. And he's pleasuring himself, videoing it, and then he'll come back and watch it himself. Just nasty dude, bro. And so Diddy's lawyer says she suggested that the Jane Doe enjoyed watching the hotel nights with Diddy. And she clarified, I did not like that part, but it was just a part of the relationship, indicating that she tolerated it despite her discomfort, right? Basically, she loved Diddy. So, but she did not like that part. She kept making that clear. So the court, you know what I'm saying? Right? Diddy's lawyer, told the court that she may ease, right? Or pause the cross-examination of Jane Doe at 3:00 today, Eastern time, to ease the jurors, resuming on tomorrow and Thursday to complete questioning of the, you know what I'm saying, unidentified witness critical to the government's case, right? Now, it's also no idea when Diddy's team is going to present their case. Also, she testified on Diddy's cuckold desires. Now, she basically testified that Diddy's hotel nights were driven by his desires, which she labeled, right? And shout out to Jen Just Law too. Salute. Cuckold, describing it as a man being turned on by watching his woman have sex with another man. She said this term was spot on, right? As cuckold for understanding Diddy's need, while her participation stemmed from love. So she basically called Diddy a cuckold. And she said that she did this because, she loved Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And she wanted Diddy to be happy. Now, y'all smash the like button. Now, also, they went into Diddy's motives for having these hotel nights. She said that Diddy sought pleasure and possibly bisexual curiosity, noting that cuckolds could have bisexual curiosity, that they are too scared to do the act themselves. And she added that he liked to use the word voyeurism, I would use the word cuck, she said. And Diddy would use voyeurism. Just nasty shit, man. Nasty shit, bro. But and this is why I said I know she don't know nothing about Kirk Burrows, because Kirk Burrows said openly that Diddy was making him give him head. So, I mean, you do the math. Lil Rod was saying stuff too. So, like I said before, but Jane Doe testified that on a few occasions that Diddy ended the hotel nights early when she expressed a desire to stop. Now, she noted rare instances where Diddy dismissed the sex worker if she was uncomfortable or unattracted, but only after she attempted sexual interactions with that sex worker, right? Now, Diddy's lawyer suggests that Diddy readily dismissed the sex workers when Jane Doe was uncomfortable. Now, she countered that, and she said she had to endure sexual interactions with men first before Diddy would agree to stop that hotel night. So she told Diddy's lawyers, "You lying. No, I had to endure this shit before I could even get it to stop." So also, she states that she had researched Diddy's cuckold fetishes, right? Now, she testified today that she researched Diddy's sexual preferences to understand Diddy's obsession with freaking off, where she had sex with men while Diddy watched. She defined a cuck as a person who derives pleasure, seeing his woman derive pleasure from another man, noting that a cuckold is now an online epithet. Now, here's my thing. Diddy's legal team, in my opinion, they want to pause this cross-examination today because they know they're not getting nowhere with her. They want to find more and more and more stuff and try to get deeper into this woman. They want to rattle her somehow, but they can't do it. So they want to stop her thing early. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Cito with the Cash App donation. Salute to you. They want to stop her and her cross-examination early today, because normally Diddy's legal team ain't stopping no cross-examination. They going in, but they can't get nowhere with her. This woman's telling the whole truth, and they can't break her like they did some of the other people, because everybody's not nervous against them on the stand. Some people can handle it, some people can't. She's one of the ones that can handle their cross-examination. So they don't like that. In my opinion, they want to try to go back to the drawing board tonight, come up with a game plan, and come out tomorrow and on Thursday and continue to try to hammer this girl. They want the cross-examination on her to be longer than the examination. But let's keep going. I digress, right? So basically, she researched this where, she researched Diddy's sexual preferences to understand his obsession with freaking off, where she had sex with men while Diddy watched. Now, she defined a cuck as one who desires pleasure, seeing his woman receive pleasure from getting pounded out by other men. Now, noting that a cuckold is now an online epithet, like I told y'all. Now, she also suggested that Diddy's freak-offs reflected on his bisexual curiosity that he was too ashamed to act upon, using her to exploit it indirectly. As she spoke, Diddy leaned forward. You understand what I'm saying? I and his attorney, when she spoke about that bisexual tendencies that she felt within Diddy. Now, on the ecstasy, she testified that ecstasy greatly helped her and Diddy focus on sexual energy. Now, she said that Diddy was just happy, charismatic, good energy, and sexual high. She says before ecstasy, he was agitated and stressed from the day, and that after he would be happy and in a good mood. Now, right, they would have a what you call F it Friday, FUC blank Friday, right? Now, apparently, it says Cassie wasn't the only one who knew about Diddy's weekend rituals. This dude was a demon. Now, basically, he let loose and want to party really hard. Now, she testified describing that what Diddy himself called F it Fridays, FUC blank Fridays, right? So basically, Diddy basically told her, "You're going to ruin my high." Now, during her cross examination today, Diddy's lawyer brought up two moments where she cried after hotel nights with Diddy. Early on, she cried when he was about to leave, right? And when she asked Diddy to stay and comfort her, he rearranged his plans to do so. Now, later in the relationship, she cried in the shower after another hotel night. Now, Diddy's lawyer asked if Diddy was high on X, and she said yes, and that he told her, "You gonna ruin my high." Now, also, Diddy's lawyers walked the jurors back through her past testimony on hotel nights, also known as freak-offs. Now, she highlighted the moments where the Jane Doe seemed to have some say in how the nights played out. Now, the implication is that she wasn't entirely powerless. The defense is pressing a narrative on consent by control. Now, they're pressing a narrative, right? That it was consent by control. Now, who had control? Now, she testified, Jane Doe said that Diddy decided on when the freak offs ended and discouraged her from using a condom when she asked escorts to use them condoms. Now, Diddy's lawyer pressed on that and asked, weren't there times that Diddy let her end the night early? And she said on some rare occasions he would do that. Now, also, that's crazy that she would ask, well, aren't there some nights he let you in early? Excuse me, ma'am. You're basically convicting yourself because you're saying that Diddy, for the most part, would control these nights like she's saying. So to say, hey, when did he let you go early some nights? What you mean let me go? It would never have been like that. If he wasn't controlling the woman, she'd go get him to leave when she wanted to leave. Diddy's lawyers are the dumbest, bro. They've completely bombed this case. So then there was a no drugs rule. Now, Jane Doe testified that previously said one of her rules during freak-offs was that the sex workers could not be using drugs. Now, on a cross-examination, Diddy's lawyers asked her to explain that. Now, she said, I just didn't want to have a stranger be out of their mind in a very vulnerable environment with me, she said. So, also, here we go with the drug mules, y'all, and the jealous staff. We get into it now, y'all. So she testified that she transported drugs for Diddy twice. And she reached out to his then chief of staff, Christina Coram, for instructions on how to pack the drugs in her luggage. Diddy's done. Despite being close to Christina Coram, the Jane Doe stated that the dynamic between those two were very strange. She said it was difficult for our relationship. I believe that we had a very strong feeling about, or she had a very strong feelings about me, which influenced a great deal with how Diddy treated me. So she's saying that Christina Coram would help tell her how to pack those drugs in the luggage. That's smuggling right there. That's the RICO right there. It's all in your face. Now, also, she read text messages to Diddy's lawyer between the Jane Doe and Christina Coram from the time that Jane carried drugs to Diddy for Miami. Now, it says no message showed Christina Coram giving drug packing instructions. Jane Doe insisted it happened by her phone. By on the phone, talking. Basically, so she was smart. She said it on the phone and not in message. So basically asked if Christina Coram flew on Diddy's private jet, and Jane Doe said she assumed so. Now, she now says that her and Christina Coram were not close. like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, Also, she admitted, Jane Doe, to transporting drugs for Diddy and that she sought instructions on transporting these drugs from Diddy's staff. That's where the RICO comes in right there. Even if coerced, that makes her a material witness to federal drug trafficking. I told y'all they could get Diddy on the drug trafficking. Everybody, let me stop right here real quick. You guys don't understand one thing. The feds could have brought drug trafficking charges on Diddy. They didn't do it. You know why they didn't do it? Because of that dude that's sitting in the White House. He's a live wire. And they can use that at any time they want. So the feds did not hit Diddy with everything they could hit Diddy with. They could have hit Diddy with drug charges, gun charges, all that federal. But they didn't do that. And I'm going to tell y'all why they didn't do that, right? I'm going to tell y'all why they didn't do that, right? I'm telling y'all this, right? Why they didn't do that, right? The reason why they didn't do that is because of this. Because they're going to say that if Diddy somehow weasels his way out of this, they're going to go back and hit him with those other charges and bring his ass back in. And they're going to charge him and try him after Trump is out of office. But let me check one thing real quick, because there's one thing that we should all check that nobody has checked. And I'm going to check it right now. And I'm going to give you the answer right now. Let me see something. Man. So, yeah, they're going to wait, right? They're going to wait, right? Now, here's the thing, right? Why the feds did that. They're smart. The dude, Damian Williams, who was the leader of the FBI. He was the leader, right? He was the guy who brought this case. I think he was the attorney general, if I'm not mistaken. He was the leader, right? He was appointed by Barack Obama, right? When Trump took office, he left and handed the case over to somebody else. Now think about this, y'all. He knew he did something very smart. He knew that it was a possibility that Trump could either drop this case or get him away from this case or pardon this case if he wanted to. So he didn't bring all those charges on Diddy. What he did was they left some in the chamber for after Trump gets out of office. If anything went right with Diddy, they'll double back. Because even though Trump can pardon you, if you're convicted, Trump cannot pardon you for future crimes. The president cannot pardon a person for future crimes, future prosecutions. So meaning the feds can come back and bring all these drug smuggling charges and all of these gun charges. They can come back and bring these federal charges back against Diddy in a different case. And Trump won't be able to do anything about it. They can just wait till Trump's out of office in 2.5 years and come right back. And now Diddy's on the hook. That's why they didn't hit Diddy with everything. Just in case. Everybody want to know, why didn't they hit Diddy? They could have hit Diddy with all this. They ain't stupid. They're going to make sure when they come back on Diddy, they can bury his ass on multiple charges. So that's why they did that. Because they'll just wait for 2.5 years till Trump gets out, come back with those other charges. You understand what I'm saying? Point blank period. And there is no double jeopardy because he's not being charged with drugs in here. He's not being charged with drugs or guns. Diddy's not being charged with federal drug charges, trafficking charges. He could be charged with that, but he's not charged with that. That's not double jeopardy. Double jeopardy would be if he's being charged with drugs and guns right now, and then he goes and he gets pardoned for this, and then they retry him on the same thing. That's double jeopardy. Can't happen. That's not double jeopardy. If they don't charge him on the drugs, that's why they're not charging Diddy on the drugs. They charge Diddy, and you said, what drugs? What do you mean what drugs? The drugs they found all in this nigga's apartment or the hotel. The drugs they found all in this nigga's home. What drugs are you talking about, nigga? The drugs they found when they ran down on the nigga during the raid. What are you talking about? They found drugs in the nigga hotel room when they went to arrest him. Then you have all of his workers saying that they admitting under oath that they transported drugs for this dude. What are you talking about? That's how he was getting them from state to state. Duh. They're telling you how they were putting it in the packages and how they were packaging it in the luggage. They got people who snitched on themselves. So all those drugs that Diddy had, the C word, the ketamine, the X pills, all those pills, all those drugs. What are you talking about, dog? What drugs? Are you on something? What do you mean evidence, bro? I'm gonna block you. You're an idiot. What do you mean evidence, bro? They showed it in court. You didn't see the pictures on TMZ, you damn fool. You didn't see the pictures on TMZ? You're an idiot. You're a straight idiot to come in here and say that stupid shit. Now get Diddy's, I ain't even gonna say it. I ain't gonna do you like that, dog. Just going back over there, bro, to other channels that be lying, bro. Don't come over here, bro. Don't come over here, dog. Anyways, though, you guys. So, yeah. Now, it says that if the DOJ opens a federal drug trafficking case, right? Because check this out. Now, this is what's being reported as well. I told you guys this. Y'all don't want to listen to me. They got Diddy dead to rights. They already knew. Listen, let me tell y'all something. The feds outsmarted Diddy. They knew not to come hit Diddy with everything right now. Why? Because if Trump comes and pardons Diddy, he can pardon Diddy for all of these crimes. Damian Williams was smart. Damian Williams was appointed by Obama. So he said if any way, shape, or form Diddy weasels his way out, the one thing he won't be able to do is called double jeopardy. So that's why we're only going to charge him with some things now. And meanwhile, once Trump is out of office, we're going to double back and hit that nigga with the whole blow. We're going to hit that nigga with everything. Meaning, what I'm about to tell y'all now. So, the Jane Doe, she admitted, her and a lot of other Diddy staffers admitted to buying, transferring, buying drugs. They admitted to the doctors' names, who these doctors were. This is all stuff y'all not seeing in the transcripts. But anyways, it says Jane admitted she knowingly transported drugs for Diddy and sought instructions from Diddy's staff. Even if coerced, that makes her a material witness to federal drug trafficking. If the DOJ, the Department of Justice, pursues charges, her testimony could be cut both ways. Evidence against Diddy, but also self-incrimination unless she got immunity, which she did. Now it says that if the Department of Justice, which she didn't for those charges, because that's a whole different case. Department of DOJ with the drug charges. She just has immunity for the charges that Diddy's facing now. So if the DOJ steps in, right, and the DOJ opens a federal drug trafficking case against Diddy, her testimony becomes Exhibit A, along with the other ones. Hold on, y'all. Along with the other ones, right? Along with the other ones, right? So this is what I'm telling y'all. Black Cloud, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? Get on my channel, bro. What are you talking about, bro? I don't even think you know. I'm reading the actual reports, bro. What are you talking about? I'm telling you something true that can happen. What the hell is you talking about? Kimberly Cunningham, what the hell is you talking about? Know your role and shut your mouth. What the hell is wrong with you people? I'm reading from the paperwork, and I'm telling you what they could do. I'm telling you what the government did. Are you stuck on stupid? Damian Williams, you got to be stuck on stupid not to see this. Damian Williams was appointed by Barack Obama. Damian Williams stepped down when Trump was elected. He stepped down because he didn't like Trump. So he stepped down, right? There was a new person that was appointed in his place, right? Listen to what I'm saying to y'all now. There was a new person that was appointed in his place to take over this Diddy case, right? But what Damian Williams did was he did not come in on all the charges they could have gotten Diddy on. Why? Because he knows that if any way, shape, or form Trump's team or Trump or anybody messed up those charges, what he did was is he left open other cases for all of those people that work under him and work for him to not have their work go in vain by going with other charges against Diddy. This is the part y'all not understanding. So what he did was he left a whole opening, right? And this is the part y'all need to understand, right? This is the part y'all need to understand. So he left a whole opening, you guys, so that if anything happens with Trump as far as this case, he's on the other side. He's saying, okay, y'all can just wait till Trump leaves out of office, and what we're going to do is just run all these other charges back on Diddy. Because those charges on the Fed charges don't have no statute of limitations. And they've already had a witness, federal witness, under oath, multiple federal witnesses admit that they transported drugs for Diddy. Do y'all not see this? That's easy mathematics, what they did, nigga. The feds are playing chess with this nigga. They didn't even bring all the charges they could bring against Diddy. They only brought a few. And they put the RICO in there just to let y'all know we can get him for life right now in the RICO. But if anything happens, so basically they threw some bait out there. Just enough bait to put Diddy away for life. They threw all that bait out there. And like I said before, they're going to wait and see what happens. If Trump comes with a pardon, they're going to go back with Diddy with different charges against Diddy with different people and different things. They're going to have drug charges, because they've already got federal witnesses that have admitted to this. They're going to have other victims that come out and other things that they held from this case. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. People don't understand that. It's deeper than this, though. That has nothing to do with me or how I feel about anybody. That's me telling you the truth, nigga, because I'm about to read to you what's going on. So it says it right here. It says that Jane Doe admitted she knowingly transported drugs for Diddy and sought instructions from his staff. Even if coerced, that makes her a material witness to federal drug trafficking. If the Department of Justice pursues charges, her testimony could cut both ways as evidence against Diddy, but also self-incrimination unless immunized. Now, right? Immunity, given immunity, right? If the Department of Justice opens a federal drug trafficking case, Jane Doe's testimony becomes Exhibit A, but also potentially toxic to the prosecution. Now, her admission to moving drugs under Diddy's discretion helps establish conspiracy. But if she's charged too, she becomes a co-conspirator, not just a victim, forcing the prosecution to either grant her immunity or risk undermining their own witness, which they would get her immunity and all of the other people immunity instantly, right? So, right, Diddy's lawyer zeroed in on Christina Corum's text about Jane's transporting drugs. She says she's not asking you to do it here, right? She asked, reframing the message. Now, Jane Doe confirmed that Christina Corum said Diddy would have you pick up a package, right? So they're trying to flip this as much as possible, but you're not going to get this past the jury. They know it's drugs. So basically, oh my God, Kobe Bryant's brought up, man. Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal. Lord have mercy, man. What in the blue hell is going on, man? R.I.P. to Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and Shaquille O'Neal. Jane Doe says Diddy used NBA nicknames during freak-offs with one of the male escorts named Paul. Diddy said that he was Michael Jordan. that Jane Doe was supposed to be Kobe Bryant, and the sex worker was supposed to be Shaq. Lord have mercy, man. And they called him the trifecta. Lord Jesus have mercy, man. They called him the trifecta, y'all. Lord have mercy, man. Lord have mercy, man. Oh my God, man. Unbelievable stuff, man. Unbelievable stuff, man. What in the blue hell? Oh my God, man. Oh my God, bro. It's unbelievable, man. How in the blue hell is Diddy doing this, man? What is Diddy doing, man? What in the world? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, man. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable stuff, man. What in the hell is Diddy got going on, man? Man, this nigga Diddy, man. Wow, bro. Wow, man. Wow, this nigga Diddy, man. Come on, man. Diddy's lawyer leaned into the dynamic, pressing this woman on whether there was an affection between her and the sex worker, Paul. She replied carefully, given my circumstances, if I had to do what I had to do, at least there was somebody who had a warm energy about them. Lord have mercy, man. This nigga, y'all boy probably gonna be mad as hell. His name wasn't brought up. I ain't gonna say his name. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Man, bro, that's crazy, bro. So, Lord Jesus, man. Jane Doe says she met Diddy's lawyers a couple of times after his arrest. She even first disclosed a post-assault freak-off to one of his attorneys. But with the cross, man, I'm just trying to tell y'all this, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. She's already met with these lawyers of Diddy's. This Jane Doe is telling the truth, and they know it. She's going to be hard to overcome, bro. Her story is going to verify a lot of shit with Cassie, bro. I'm telling y'all this, man. I'm telling y'all this, man. Lord have mercy, man. Her situation, bro. Yeah, it's over with, man. I'm telling y'all this, bro. They gonna pack this. They packing this nigga up. Now, bro, this is crazy, man. Bro, this is crazy, man. So the Jane Doe testified that Diddy did not want Christina Coram to know when he partied that she disapproved and pushed Diddy to focus on business. So Christina Coram was disapproving of what Diddy's lifestyle was and told Diddy, man, you need to focus on business. Now, Jane Doe also said that the staff delivered cash to hotel rooms, but they never saw what was going on inside. So they delivered the cash. She didn't think that Christina Coram knew about the freak-offs. On the alleged sex tape threat, the Jane Doe says she was comforted after confiding in Christina Coram that he gave me space after that. I believe she made sure of it. Now, bro, this is crazy, bro. Crazy work, man. Now, Diddy's lawyer read Jane Doe's Halloween 2021 text, where Jane told Diddy she wanted to see him, and he replied that he had a rough day and wanted her to lead tonight. She responded that they should freshen up have a drink, and see where the night takes him. Diddy said he didn't like being around people, or didn't feel like being around people. And she confirmed they had a hotel night after that, right? And so the next day, she texted performer Sly asking him for explicit videos at Diddy's request. So Diddy wanted to see this man jack off. Now, a few days later, she texts the man again, says, I'll organize. Now, she testified that her and Diddy were trying to figure out if and when they would bring him in for another sex night. Now, Diddy's lawyer asked her about her modeling career, then shifted straight into a series of sexually explicit text messages between her, Diddy, and an adult performer named Cabral. Bro, this is wild, bro. This is wild, bro. This is wild, bro. Wild work, man. Kobe, Shaq, and Jordan? Man, ain't no way, man. Diddy picked 3 dudes and had them dreaming of having sex with each other, all NBA players. Bro, this is crazy. If I'm Michael Jordan, bro, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Bro, I'm sick. Now, Diddy's lawyer showed to the jury November 2021 text between Diddy and Jane Doe making plans to meet. Now, Diddy told her to be explicit, prompting her to send graphic messages about sex acts involving him and a sex worker. Her and Diddy's lawyer read some of those text messages out loud just now. And she used explicit language because that's what Diddy wanted. Now, after exchanging the sexual fantasy text, Diddy asked what the Jane Doe wanted, and she replied that she wanted to spend time with her favorite person. He offered to come by with an entertainer. Now, she testified that she said yes because it was the only way she could see him, that was the only option she was given, and she wanted to see her lover, right? So that's the only way she was going to be able to see Diddy, is if she agreed to do that freaky shit. Now, steamy text messages between her and Jane Diddy were read out loud in the courtroom today too, as her and Diddy's lawyer read them back and forth. Now, it echoed a move the defense pulled earlier with Cassie, trying to weaponize the sexual tone to challenge the victim framing. Now, oh my God. In a depiction legal tone, Diddy's lawyer read lines like, I want to sit on your face. The courtroom atmosphere turned tense and awkward, but the tactic was deliberate. Make the jury uncomfortable enough to question the credibility of this girl's uh, testimony. Now, also, even emojis weren't spared. Diddy's lawyer explained sexual connotation of the water drop emojis, step by step, with the jury watching. So it wasn't about shock, it was strategic courtroom theater that they were putting on, right? In this courthouse. Man, these people crazy as hell, man. They crazy as hell, man. Right? Y'all smash the like button, share, and subscribe, man. As y'all hop on in, man. Man, bro. Unbelievable stuff, man. Unbelievable stuff, you guys. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Man, bro. Hold on 1 second. Let me see something. Let me see something right now. I don't see it. Hold on. Why I don't see this? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me see. Right. All right, you guys. Let me get into this. Let me see. All right. Man, this nigga itty bitty Diddy, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. Itty bitty Diddy is crazy, bro. That nigga's crazy. Itty bitty Diddy is crazy. Let me see something. Let me see something, you guys. Um, I think that's it right there. Check this. Should we good? Are we good? Yeah, we good. All right. Hold on, y'all. I'm checking something out. My bad. All right, there we go. All right. All right, you guys. So, man, bro. All right, let's go to the next updates. Crazy work, you guys. Crazy work, bro. Dog, there's some nasty people, man. Chick, don't get too comfortable. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. So that's what's going on right now in the courthouse, you guys. As man, they don't brought up Kobe, Mike, and Shaq. This man Diddy had trifecta nights. Man, oh man, oh man, bro. So the defense is trying to go against Jane Doe's texts and voice notes, painting her fantasy talk as voluntarily participation, which is bullshit because she's doing it to try to please him. He's telling her, hey, this is what I like. So that's why she's doing it. It's obvious. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't told him that she didn't want to do it in the same text. So if you're going to focus on those texts, you got to focus on all the other texts where she said, I don't want to do that part. I love you. I don't want to do that part. But since you're a freaky nigga, I'll do this to support you. And here's the thing. You guys got to understand this part of things. Men demonize women for not being submissive. When a woman comes and be completely submissive, then she get trashed out. You can't have it both ways. This was a nasty woman, point blank period. She was willing to fulfill every nasty, sick, disgusting fantasy. And it was just more than Cassie. Everybody think that, oh, that was just Cassie. No, it's more women. And these are beautiful women who are willing to do all these nasty things for niggas. I'm telling y'all this. Think about beautiful women, and it be the beautifulest women who be doing the nastiest shit known to mankind. You know what I mean? For their man. Willing to do it because they want to make them happy. Even though they might not want to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Don't make me get, because I can get real nasty in here and tell the truth about some of y'all. Because some of y'all sitting up here lying. Right? And I can call you out right now and tell you the truth. And the truth going to be real ugly. The truth going to be real ugly. Shout out to Earl Spivey in the Cash App with a donation. Shout out to Nicole in the Cash App with a donation. Shout out to Cito in the Cash App with a donation. Salute to you. Appreciate it. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. Also, shout out to Gavin in the Cash App with the donation. Salute to you, brother. I appreciate it. Shout out to Evan Miner in the PayPal coming through with a $30 donation. I appreciate that. Oh, damn. You made me almost forget, bro. I'm glad you did that. You reminded me just now. Appreciate it, dog. I appreciate you doing that, homie. Because you just reminded me. If y'all want to donate, the links is pinned at the top of the chat. Right? Salute to everybody for tapping on in. Let me see something, you guys. Hold on. All right. So, now some of the text message that the Jane Doe sent to Diddy described what she would do to the sex workers hired for the freak offs. But she's told the jury that, you know, these things, these were things that would not have occurred to me to do. She said that she gave Diddy options, messaging him what he wanted to hear, not actually what she desired. So she basically just told the courtroom, listen, I told this nigga what he want to hear. This nigga, a freaky ass nigga, want to hear all this nasty shit. And she said, if it made him happy, I told it to him. That don't mean that I want to tell it to him. I did it because it made that nasty nigga happy. And I'm going to tell y'all why her testimony is going to be tried and true. Because she got no reason to lie. And not only that, she still says she loved Diddy. And not only that, all these people that testified against Diddy, a lot of them say, look, even though Diddy was a piece of trash, I still care about him. But you ain't finna get me locked up, nigga. That's what's going to make all them people credible. Even this gay stylist who said he jumped on Diddy's back and Diddy was fighting him, he ain't even hate Diddy. He ain't even want to testify against the nigga. He like, but shit, nigga, what I'm going to do? I get subpoenaed and they trying to put me in jail for not coming in here telling the truth. Nigga, I'm finna tell the truth on your nasty ass. That's Diddy's biggest mistake, is doing this stuff. And then you doing it with everyday working people, bro. What you think? That girl didn't want to go snitch on you, bro. She didn't want to go snitch on you. Point blank period. Simple as that. She did not want to go snitch on you, dog. You did that. You did that. Point blank period, sir. You did that. So keep it 100, brother. You did that, right? So also, right? She basically said, again, that's what Diddy wanted to hear. She wanted to give Diddy options, please the man, and it wasn't about what she wanted. It was about keeping him interested, is what it was about. Right? Now, also, she says the courtroom tension rose as Diddy's lawyers read incredibly crude text messages that she sent to Diddy. Now, she looked visibly uncomfortable. Now, before answering, she clarified, I am in 2021, really madly in love and wanting to please him and appease him. I'm agreeable here. And the defense leaned on the language of those text messages. So she was saying some real nasty, freaky, just freak nasty stuff to this nigga that he wanted to hear. Just disgusting. Man. Right? Damn. Nasty. Can you lick the boot? And that's why I'm telling y'all, bro, some of these people be on here acting like, dang, man, I'm trying to tell y'all this, man. Looking down on Cassie, and they're some of the nastiest people on earth. All right? So she said that she really felt like that she had to talk to Diddy like this because, she wanted to keep Diddy in a happy way, in a happy mentality. She says, again, it was in 2021. You know, she was madly in love and wanted to please Diddy and appease the Diddy, right? Now, Diddy's lawyer was like, so this message, it wasn't about your own desire. She says, no, I was being agreeable. That's what he liked. So I adapted. Game over, man. They're not breaking this girl, man. And they know it. She's not going to sit up there and lie. She's not trying to go to prison, bro. I'm sorry, man. That woman's not trying to go to prison, bro. She like, nah, I ain't going to prison, bro. I'm not lying for this, man. You should have went and got a career criminal if you was going to do all that. That's probably what she felt like. You need to go get a career criminal if you was going to do it like that. If you was going to do me like that, go get a career criminal. And we just do it like that, right? We just do it like that, right? Go get a career criminal. Simple as that. Hold on one second, y'all. And that was Diddy's biggest mistakes, bro. You doing all this stuff around normal working people, bro. That was his biggest mistake, bro. Biggest mistake, bro. Biggest mistake. Right? Crazy work. Right? Unbelievable, man. Dog. Dog. Wow. Salute everybody. Y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel as y'all come on in here. Appreciate everybody that's going to tap on in. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what's up, man. Salute to all of y'all. All right. Crazy work, bro. Crazy work. All right. Hold on one second, you guys. Man. So she says, now y'all check this out, y'all. Right? Check this out, y'all. This shit is crazy. So she says that she told the court she was basically, bro, this is nasty, bro. Dog, this shit is crazy, bro. Bro, what's wrong with these people, man? Bro, these people crazy as hell. She don't told the court, y'all, that she offered to buy black matrix underwear to please Diddy. Right? Now, the lawyer asked if she knew that kind of talk turned Diddy on. She said, yes, I knew. She says, but she made it clear that it wasn't real intimacy. It is what he expected. Also, she says that Diddy rarely offered one-on-one time. The option he's given me is him and Paul, she said, him and the sex worker. She said only yes because she wanted to see Diddy. Same thing Cassie said. Now, she said meeting with an escort was my only option to see this nigga. Now, also, you guys, in later messages, she brought up sex parties. Now, when asked why, she testified that Diddy was telling me about sex parties and said we should go to one. Now, she said I was giving him options. Fantasy talk was a survival tactic, not desire, right? Now, also, she went on to say that her and Diddy discussed hiring sex workers like Don and Cabral. She reminded Diddy that he wanted to save Cabral for a grand finale once his album dropped. She called it a showstopper, a big boom, a game over situation. Man, dog. Man. Nasty shit, man. So also the jury heard voice messages from November the 22nd, 2021, where Diddy told her she could set something up, referencing to their last vision of freak off with sex workers, Don and Sly. She replied she thought he wanted to save that for a grand finale once his album was done. Right? This is crazy work, bro. Crazy work. Right? She testified that she was trying to avoid setting it up. Her words, she says, I was trying to make excuses to get out of this thing that he's encouraging for me to set up. Then she saw on social media that Diddy was with another woman. Now, after seeing another woman with Diddy online, she sent him a tense message. I thought you just wanted to see me, but wanted a Don and Sly moment within that time. Hotel vibes. Prosecutors showed the text where she called out pressure while he was spoiling someone else. Man, oh man, oh man, bro. This is crazy, bro. Crazy work, bro. Crazy work, bro. Unbelievable stuff, man. Crazy work. Man. I'm a Chanel junkie. I'm a Chanel junkie. So basically, she testified as well that she was hurt. It bothered her. She says, I didn't even get to see. She said, I didn't get that even when I gave in to sex with strangers. No Chanel bag, no getaway trips, just freak offs and being a sideline hoe. Damn. Diddy treated her like a dog, nigga. So she basically saying this nigga was showing all these other people all these other love. I can't even get no love, no affection, no nothing from this nigga. Just a freak off. Damn. Just a freak off from itty bitty Diddy. Dog, y'all. That's all she got. All she got was a freak off from itty bitty Diddy. That's it, y'all. Damn. It's messed up, man. That's messed up. All you got is a freak off from itty bitty Diddy. That's all you got? Oh. Real talk, though? Man. Yeah, I know she feeling bad. All she got was a freak off from itty bitty Diddy. Itty bitty, itty bitty, itty, 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 itty bitty. Diddy, itty bitty. Diddy, itty bitty. Diddy, itty, itty, bitty, itty, itty, bitty, Diddy. Somebody gonna make a song about that. Itty bitty Diddy. Hey. Itty bitty Diddy. Itty bitty Diddy. Itty bitty, itty bitty Diddy. Itty bitty Diddy. Itty bitty, itty, 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 bitty Diddy. Itty bitty. Itty bitty. Itty bitty. Diddy. Itty bitty Diddy. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Itty bitty Diddy. Man. Crazy. This is the remix. Stacy, salute to you in the cash app with a donation. I appreciate it. Salute to you, my sister. Much love to you. I appreciate it. All right. When you see me, salute. Also, I think that was Spivey in the cash app. Salute to you. Appreciate it. With the donation. Let's see. Yeah, man. Right? Hold on, y'all. I'm a Chanel junkie. I'm a Chanel junkie. All right. Hold on, you guys. All right, you guys. So, they asked her, did she and Diddy discuss hiring escorts like Don and Cabral? She was like, yeah, he brought him up. You know, I already told y'all about that though. They talked about she tried to stall him off. This nigga Diddy was just disgusting, bro. Point blank period. Diddy was just, it's just something wrong with this dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Like mentally, bro. Something like mentally wrong with that cat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Crazy work. I'm a Chanel junkie. All right. Yeah. Let me see something, y'all. Yeah, man. These people are disgusting, man. When you think about it, bro, the overall things, just nasty work, bro. Absolutely disgusting. Reprehensible. Oh, man, bro. Diddy's just a nasty dude, man. That's what happens. You just a nasty dude like that. You nasty like that. Just nasty. Oh my god. Freak nasty. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Let me see. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to see something, y'all. I know good as. Oh no, I didn't. All right, hold on, you guys. I want y'all to hear this. Hold on. Okay, here we go, y'all. So Diddy's lawyer asked her, right? Diddy's lawyer asked her about gifts from Diddy after she admitted she got jealous of other women receiving lavish items. So, where's your, what is a Bottega bag? Diddy's lawyer asked. Jane Doe says, I'm sure you got one. Jane Doe cooked her ass. Jane Doe cooked Diddy's lawyer's ass. Diddy's lawyer asked her, what is a Bottega bag? She says, I'm pretty sure you have one. Diddy's lawyer says, how much does a Bottega bag cost? She fires back, how much does my body cost? The judge spoke off the camera, off the mic, and said, look, just stick to the question. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. That Jane Doe cooked Diddy's lawyer. She got tired of all the sweet talk. You want to talk shit? Let's talk. She gonna ask her, what is the Bottega bag? She says, I'm sure you got one. Cooked her ass, nigga. Cook that ass, nigga. Straight like that, nigga. Cook on her. Talking about something. She gonna say, Jane, Diddy gifted you a Van Cleef necklace and a Bottega Veneta bag, didn't he? She said, yeah. They said, how much do Bottega bags usually cost? And she stopped. She said, how much does my body cost? Damn. Ether work, bro. Oh my God. The judge had to tell her, look, she getting frustrated. She getting angry at that judge. She like, oh, you trying to play with me? You know, I already brought up my son. Trying to bring up this stuff. You want to play dirty? Let's play dirty. Damn. She went right at it. That's how you gotta do Diddy's lawyers, though. You gotta go right at them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even though I think this woman, you know what I'm saying, is like she got no self-esteem. And so Diddy's lawyer again asked her again, how much is a Bottega bag run? She says 1,500 to 5,000 depending on the bag. She says, how you know how much a Chanel bag costs? She says no. And then she says, I'd like a break. The judge says, we'll take a brief recess. I'm a Chanel junkie. I'm a Chanel junkie. Jane Doe went off on her. Jane Doe went off on this on Diddy's lawyer, man. Oh man, dog. Jane Doe went off on Diddy's lawyer. Itty bitty Diddy lawyer out here getting cooked. No cap. Itty bitty Diddy lawyer out here getting stir fried, y'all. Man. Well, I'll be. Crazy. Unbelievably crazy work, man. I'll be damned, bro. Unbelievable stuff, man. Unbelievable stuff, man. Crazy work, bro. Man, nigga Diddy, man. He can't get it from around this, bro. Diddy ain't never gonna be able to let this one down, y'all. Ever. He ain't never gonna be able to let this one down. Lord have mercy. Ugh. Super freak. Oh. I'm the one that got you ran down. Oh. No, he didn't, man. No, he didn't. Oh my God. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Oh my God. Oh man, bro. Oh man. Oh man. Oh my God, man. Bro, that dude Diddy, man. I'm sorry, bro. I ain't got no man. That nigga is a nasty dude, bro. They had a little break, y'all. Hold on one second. We had a little break, man. Hold on one second, you guys. I'm about to tell y'all what's going on right now. Right now. This is absolutely disgusting behavior, man. that needs to be checked. I'm finna tell y'all right now. And to let y'all know, they're gonna find out about that juror tomorrow. So tomorrow is gonna be more information on the situation with that juror, you guys. Everybody keep asking about the juror. I think they're gonna put it in writing tomorrow. What's going on with that juror, y'all? That is disgraceful, bro. That's gonna be put on there tomorrow. Again, for everybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, tomorrow, they mentioned a juror today. Well, tomorrow they're gonna bring that situation up with that juror tomorrow, you guys. That's just so everybody that's watching this video knows, without the shadow of a doubt, what's gonna happen tomorrow. That's coming. So just so y'all know, that is coming, man. That definitely is coming. All right. So everybody has an idea of that. What's going on? Man. All right. So they're gonna have a writing. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna say something about this juror. I don't know what it's gonna be, but they're gonna have to give a damn good reason, you guys. And I'm gonna tell everybody listening to this video, they're gonna have to give a damn good reason, right? They're gonna have to give a damn good reason, you guys, to why they're moving like that. I'm just telling everybody listening to this video right now, so y'all know. They're gonna have to give a damn good reason. All right. All right, you guys. Now, basically, Jane Doe texted Diddy, basically asking if his homegirl was with him, posting on Instagram while she felt sidelined. Now, she said she endured the most of the pressure and now sees their relationship as a chaotic whirlwind of dark. In one text, she asked if he bought the other woman a Chanel bag, even though she's been effing your best friends in front of your face. Damn. Instead of a Chanel bag, Jane told the jury, I got trauma. Damn. Diddy's lawyer fought back and said, did you get a Van Cleef necklace? Damn. Jane Doe just telling it all. She said, man, you was effing. Jane Doe just told the whole court that Diddy, you buying this girl all this stuff and she effing all your friends in your face. You know who she talking about. Y'all know who she talking about. What girl she talking about when she say that. It's all getting put out here in court. It's all, she said, all I got was trauma. She said, I ain't getting no Chanel bag. All I got was a bunch of trauma with this nigga. Burying that nigga on the stand. She burying this nigga on the stand. Burying him on the stand. Man. Bro, crazy work, y'all. Unbelievably crazy work. Hold on, y'all. Man. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Let me see something. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right, cool. Yeah, it's going down, y'all. Damn, she went off on Diddy's lawyers, bro. Oh. Damn. So Diddy's lawyers insinuated that she was having consensual sex with other men and gladly accepting bags, right? That's crazy work. You know what I'm saying? Man. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Chanel junkie, 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 junkie. Man. Bro, we don't got wicked in that courtroom, y'all. Face of evil in that courtroom. Y'all know what it is. Oh, look. So everybody probably wondering what I did. I put in the chat room, y'all. I put the link. I'm going live on this video right now. Y'all click that link I pinned at the top of the chat. I'm going live over there right now, y'all. We got to talk about this thing with Kobe, and I'm going to let y'all know what was just said in court to end the day, because the day is going to end early today. So what they just did with Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, with this nasty dude Diddy, y'all click that link. It's pinned at the top of the chat room right now. I'm going live right now. Make sure y'all click that link. It's in the chat right there. I put it on the screen at the top of the chat.
All right, you guys, so we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym. Work out, exercise, and do what you got to do. Stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.